Hey, I'm Brian Delp with Triple D Custom Saddlery. Today I'm going to make a headstall, and I figured I'd make a video of it. I hadn't done one in a while. I've been pretty busy here with the holidays and the new year. Hope y'all are all having a good new year, by the way. I've got a lot of neat projects this year. I'm going to try to make videos of, do more carvings, and maybe a couple more custom saddles coming up. So I'll try to bring y'all along with that as often as I can. And like I said, today we'll be making a headstall, and I'm going to show some of the steps I take to make custom headstalls. Okay, so I'm going to show you the style I'm making. This is one that I did years ago for a friend. It's kind of have the old style look of a headstall with the big wide pieces on the cheek. It's going to have a one-ear loop and a chin strap. This one here is going to be about the same design. It's slightly different. It's going to have some daisies carved in it, and it's going to match a custom saddle that I made last year. And so I'm going to get these cut out. This is my pattern for the front. It's actually going to be a two-piece. It's going to be smooth on both sides. I'm going to stitch the pieces together, and the back piece is what actually comes around and has the strap that goes through the buckle. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the front and get my pattern drawn up and then carve that in. Alright, here's some of the actual drawings that I used to make the saddle. So I'm going to take one of these patterns just to look at, and obviously this headstall strip is a lot smaller. And down here there'll be a concho. Up here the strap's going to come down, so I really just have this area right here to work with. So I may just put a smaller daisy and maybe just a couple leaves coming around it. And so I'll draw that out here and see how it looks. Alright, so I have my drawing up. Got my piece of leather wet. I put the masking tape on my drawing. I do the front and the back, which just kind of makes it waterproof and makes it last longer, because I'm going to have to draw this same pattern on this side. I don't want to tear it up with my stylus here. So what I'm going to do is line this up the best I can. You can kind of press on the sides and make sure you got it lined right. And I'm just going to put a weight up here. And I'm going to lightly redraw the daisy and the leaves, tracing what I've already drawn. Okay, I have my pieces set up and ready to glue. This is obviously the back side. I've got it split down probably about a 4 ounce on both pieces. Split down some skirting leather. Right here I have my outline. I just used my pattern, just drawn out with ink, so I can know where to put my glue. I'm going to glue both sides, stick them together. I have the backs glued on now, and I took my Dremel tool and smoothed the edges up. You know, first obviously I trimmed it, and then I smoothed the edges to get them nice and square. My next thing to do is I'm going to take a grooving tool and cut my stitch groove, and after that I will use my number 3 edger, edge the whole thing, and work the edges and get it ready for stitching. Alright, I'm going to edge it. I'm going to use the number 3 edger. This tool's fairly new to me. It's a Horseshoe brand. It's a Jeremiah Watt Horseshoe brand, and it's got these replaceable cutting edges on them, and it's got size 0 to 4, I believe. But I've really been happy with them. They work great, and they're super sharp, and they look kind of flimsy, but they're actually not. I mean, they're really rigid, and the handle's comfortable. I've been real happy with this. Alright, I'm going to slick my edges, and then I'll be ready to stitch. I guess I'm going to paint the edges also, put a little edge dye. What I like to do on the edges is I take a sponge, a wet sponge, I wet the edge, and then I take a piece of glycerin soap that this one's been used a lot, but I just cut a little chunk off the saddle soap, and you can wear grooves in it when you rub it on the leather. And what I'll do is just pick the appropriate size groove, and I'll rub this glycerin soap, and then I'll take a rag, there's a piece of canvas, you can use burlap if it's tight knit, but canvas, and I'll put the saddle soap paste on this, and it really does really good to slick it up. So that's what I've been using lately. Alright, this machine I'm using is a Cobra Class 4 heavy duty leather sewing machine. I'm using a nylon thread. It's number 277. Alright, I have all my pieces made here. I know I skipped some steps on the video, but I've got my top strap done. I got the cheek pieces, the throat latch, and this one's going to have a rolled one ear. This actually is made out of elephant, and it has the conchos that matches the custom saddle that I made earlier in the year, last year, and also the saddle has an elephant seat, and I'll show you some footage of that saddle in a little bit. But alright, struggled a little bit getting this earpiece on there, so I cut the camera off, but it's a tight fit, but it's on there and it's adjustable. So next we'll put our cheek piece. Do the other side. Alright, now this next, the chin strap, throat latch rather, it's got a buckle on the left side, so you'll set that where you need it. And then on the near side I put this little D-ring up here, up top, and I have a clip. So once you have your left side set, when you put it now on the horse, you just clip it. And it's a done deal. I don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about adjusting things. So this is it. Of course, the bit is going on. I've got a loop coming through. It's fastened on the back with a rivet, and also the concho is going through it, and it comes back through a slot that I have cut, and then there's a Chicago screw up here. So when you're replacing bits, you take this Chicago screw out, and this strap comes undone. You get the idea. But anyway, that's it. And I actually have the saddle in the shop today. I'm going to do a cleaning on it, but I wanted to show you how well it matched. Here's the final product. You can see the elephant matches the seat on the saddle. The daisies go with the pattern that went on the saddle, and the conchos also match. So just wanted to show those two together. Hey, thanks for watching. You can go to my website if you'd like to see more things. I have more links to other videos. I have a link to my Facebook page on there also if you'd like to see updated pictures of the projects that I'm working on throughout the year. I'd like to do more videos this year as time permits. You know, if I could get some, if I had some ideas of what y'all might like to see. I've also done a full tutorial on a shoulder holster that I made that's available for purchase if you'd like that. If you're interested in full tutorials, I'm thinking about doing that. It's something I've been thinking about lately this year, and like a full tutorial on like for instance a headstall, and I could give you exact measurements and materials used, and just more details of how to do my things. But if you're interested in that, you can let me know. You can send me an email, you can put it in the comments, or get a hold of me that way. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next video.